In this video, we're going to take a closer look at a project that has a real-world implementation, especially in the supply chain industry. I am talking about VECHAIN. VECHAIN has been around for quite a few years now, but lately has seen an increase in adoption of multiple businesses starting to using the blockchain VECHAIN technology to improve the efficiencies in operation and traceability of products and also services. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified about this time-sensitive videos. Also, these videos are for educational and informational purposes only. All right, let's get to it. So VECHAIN is the blockchain of choice for the supply chain. Okay, they aim to provide the most transparent and seamless traceable data for both businesses and consumers. So if you are in the supply chain industry, you already know how challenging it is to fully trace a product from the beginning till the end, right? Which when you don't have traceability, then the transparency of the process gets lost along the way. So the aim of VECHAIN is to actually make that process so seamless that will in turn improve the efficiencies of the businesses and also improve the transparency and trust of the consumers that actually use a specific service or a product, okay? And this concept has so many real world implementations that we can think of, right? From everything, right? From food, cars, energy production, everything, okay? Medical records, anything that you can think of. And the beauty about blockchain is that once that information is stored in the blockchain, it cannot be altered, which will increase the transparency, the efficiencies, and the cost of the businesses. All right, let's take a look at some real world implementation, and then I'll show you the website and what the project is fully about, okay? So number one, Walmart China was the first to adopt product traceability leveraging the VECHAIN blockchain, all right? That increased product transparency and also supplier quality management system. Okay, here we have the articles of Walmart China teaming up with the VECHAIN to produce a traceability for food products. Okay, and so far the experiment and the implementation of the technology according to the development of this case studies has been super successful. That also Sam's Club is now using the VECHAIN blockchain to actually track the traceability of foods. All right, so that's massive, and once that will gain more adoption, definitely will lead in an increase of usage of the VECHAIN technology, which in turn will decrease the circulating supply of the VECHAIN token, which is the utility token that it's used to make the system run. The other real world implementation came from a hospital. They used the VECHAIN technology for IVF, which stands for in vitro fertilization for couples that have problems to. So right here we have the article where the Ranji Hospital was the first to launch the blockchain-based IVF service app. All right, so the aim of this experiment was to provide more transparency for couples once they were going through this process, and also to maintain the hospital records intact and improve the transparency in the transmission of data. So also, as a real world implementation of the VECHAIN technology, there was another big pharma company that collaborated with VECHAIN to increase the traceability of their drugs. And it's quite a big company. and we're talking about Bayer. Okay, Bayer is a pretty huge pharmaceutical company that has collaborated with VECHAIN to develop a system to increase their traceability of their drugs across their supply chain. Okay, so the project started in 2020, and they're still currently working alongside to improve and refine the system, which is massive. If we consider the pharmaceutical industry in the world is one of the biggest industry, and implementing the blockchain technology can actually help real world problem. Okay, because one of the issues with a lot of one of the problem that we've seen is that a lot of the cryptos that are out there, most of the time they don't have real world implementation, and VECHAIN is aiming to completely change this narrative, focusing especially in the supply chain. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at the VECHAIN website. If you go to vechain.com, you'll be able to take a closer look at the project, read their white paper, and further analyze the project yourself. Okay, also make sure to click the link below to get access to my free Telegram group where we all talk about crypto. It's free. I'm giving you more in-depth look to some projects, and I share in real time my thoughts on the market on top of giving you some extra nuggets. Okay, make sure to click the link below to join the free Telegram group. So as you can see right here, these are the solutions that VECHAIN is looking to solve in the real world. Okay, we talked about food safety, traceability, also digital carbon footprint and sustainability, the automotive industry, the retail industry, logistics, gas production, digital content distribution, electronic documents, like for example, once you sign a document, if you are using the VECHAIN technology, also this is something that can be leveraged by using the VECHAIN technology, and also in the agricultural space. Okay, so there's a lot of adoption that is coming on the VECHAIN blockchain, and that's why I do believe that in the real long term, VECHAIN is gonna be the leader in this business. Okay, because they have really strong partnerships with big companies, and once those big companies will integrate this technology in their day-to-day operations, and once they will see the amount of operational savings on their P&L, they will definitely deploy more capital towards this type of technology, which in turn will gather more attention for other companies that might be skeptical at the moment about the entire system. Okay, but as you can see, they are working with big companies like BMW, okay, Walmart, Sam's Club, right? So those are companies that have a multi-billion-dollar market cap, and if those companies are working with them, which they always been the forefront of technology, they are definitely seeing the future, and VECHAIN is definitely offering that for the supply chain. Okay, so if you want to learn more about the solutions, you can come here and read in details about the real case uses, right? But let's take a look at the automobile for a second, right? So in the example of the automotive industry, okay, especially when you want to buy a used car, at least in the States, there are a couple of websites that you can consult in order to understand the history of that vehicle. But the problem with that is that, yes, there is Kelley Blue Book and there is Carfax, but in some ways, those websites are centralized, which means that the data inside those databases can be altered. With the VECHAIN solution, once a vehicle enters the VeChain ecosystem, okay, it gets assigned a unique ID, okay? And as you can see right here, the unique ID, it will help to track the productions, to track sales, maintenance, repair, driving behavior, and can be used amongst different actors in the ecosystem, right? From consumers, okay, from automotive brands, and also for mechanics. So there would be a real world use because you would put the VeChain ID in the system and the entire history will show up with all the details, okay? So this is one of the real world case scenario where the VeChain technology can definitely make a difference. All right, let's quickly take a look at the price action of VeChain and the market cap and everything, okay? So VeChain has been around for quite some time, okay? It launched back in 2018, okay, when it was trading at 0.009, and then it was pretty much flat price action until 2021, okay, when we had our bull run. It reached a all-time high of 25 cents. Then he had a retracement in July when we had a mini bear market, and then again he had a peak of 17 cents, and right now is currently trading around 3 cents. So I believe that in the future bull run, with the increased adoption of the VeChain technology by multi-billion-dollar companies, a new all-time high is definitely on the cards. Currently, the market cap is around 2 billion, the circulating supply is 64 billion, and the max total supply is around 86 billion. So for VeChain, in order to do a 10x from here, we would have to add another 20 billion to their market cap, okay? So right now it's sitting at $2 billion market cap, and with a 20 billion market cap, it will bring VeChain to a new all-time high of 30 cents. Do I believe that this is gonna happen in the near future? No, but I do believe that in the long run, there's definitely a possibility of passing the all-time high of 25 cents, okay? Also, this one right here, I didn't see before, but AWS become a technology partner with VeChain as well. So there's a lot of work that's been done with this project, and it's currently ranking 34 in the top 100, okay? So there's still a lot of eyeballs on the projects. It's still getting adopted by many multi-billion-dollar companies. So I do believe that this project is gonna do well in the long run, and you should definitely monitor this project in this bear market. So let me know in the comments below, what other use cases do you see for VeChain, whether they are in your industry. Even think about something that you are currently doing in your work or in your business that VeChain could help you solve, right? I'm really curious about that. Also, make sure to smash that like button so it will help with the YouTube algorithm and this video can be shown to more and more people. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next.